I remember Jim distinctly back when we first started doing lacrosse camps when he was a little younger. One of the first things we saw was that he's one of those types of players that has the ability to make others better. A natural leader. He had a great athletic career in college, won a scholarship to Duke.
Jimmy liked to compete, and he liked to be challenged. And he was an aggressive kid. And you saw it in high school, and you saw it in college, and then you saw it when he went into the service. We lost about 50 people in this community. You couldn't walk down the street without running into someone who was affected by 9/11.
That was the turning point where I think he decided that he's going to go in. He's going to fight these guys.
It really struck a chord with Jimmy. I don't think he felt right sitting at a desk if he could do something to help other people. That's just kind of the person he always was.
And he came home one day and he said, "No, I'm going."
He said, "Hey, Pop, I'm headed into the service."
He could have become an officer if he wanted because he had his 4-year degree from college, but he said, "Mom, with my background at Duke and my economics degree, they'll stick me behind a desk, and that's not why I'm going in."
He goes, I want to serve with the guys.
And he said, "I just got myself a Ranger contract." And I knew that was a very prestigious group of men, and it was the top of the top in the Army. There's less than 4,000 in the military.
He actually was number 1 in his class out of 400 guys. It's called Soldier of the Cycle. Again, he put his mind to it, and he could do it.
One time he mentioned something about, yeah, he'd been reading about us in a couple days. We just got done with a pretty big op. And then we found out his particular squad was involved in taking out Sakawi.
His unit was aggressively after the top echelon of Al-Qaeda. These are the men that have gone after the heads of the serpent, so to speak. And that's what these men do every night.
He was deployed, I believe, in January, and he went over there and he was killed in February.
No parent wants to go through that.
It was a horrible day. It's the worst day of my life.
His striker vehicle was struck with an RPG and he absorbed most of it. I just kind of squatted down against the locker and didn't know what to think.
I just remember dropping the phone and hoping that it wasn't true, thinking that maybe it was a mistake.
When people found out he died, they remembered him. They sent a bunch of Rangers to be up there with us.
They sent 20 men up to bury Jimmy. We had about 8,000 people show up in 24 hours. It was a closed casket, but that's how many people showed up to show their respect. Those folks and the people from the regiment and the soldiers, they took extreme care and understanding of what the possible needs are going to be with the family. And we saw firsthand and talked to these gentlemen about their particular needs. And that was the infancy of Lead the Way.
I think my oldest son, James, who I named after Jimmy, I think he's starting to get it. I think he's starting to understand how important our soldiers are and how important their sacrifice is, and understand what a special person Jimmy was.
Listen, Jimmy lives on with us. Our kids know about him. You could ask anybody on our team and they'll give you the Jimmy Regan story. And we play a game every year against Manhasset, the Regs Rock game, and it's important for our kids. It's important for Americans to recognize what these guys do every day. They don't have to. They don't have to do it. They're out there.
When I think about Lead the Way Fund, I get emotional because it's amazing what has happened over the past 10 years. It really is. Everyone involved in this fund is driven, and I couldn't be more proud.
Jim Sr. was very, very touched by the dedication and the love Jimmy had of his Ranger teammates. He decided, I'm going to find a way to help these guys.
These men, they don't ask much. They're out there volunteering. You have a lot of Jimmys out there that are getting it done, so we want to make sure that we're there for them.
He was the man. He was an amazing person, and he will always be missed.
I love you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy, for everything you gave to us and continue to give.
We love you, Jimmy, and we miss you very, very much. And cheers to you, big guy, okay? Miss you.
I miss you, bud.
We love you, we miss you, we talk about you every day.
We love you and we miss you, Jimmy.
We love you, miss you, Jimmy.